Green is the color of your envy. Whoa,
There
welcome
we go.
into the Bogey Bro Banter, the show that we don't know what we talk about and you don't either until we start talking.
I can only talk about one thing right now.
And that's Fresh Ball Fall, brought to you by Manscaped. It's a season of pumpkin spice and making sure your crotch looks nice. That means sipping cider in a fall breeze and using Manscaped products that trim your balls with ease. That's right. Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. Company here to make sure that your foliage isn't the only thing shedding its excess leaf. Heck, even Mother Nature knows it's time to lose the excess clutter for fall. Join the 6 million men worldwide. When we started doing this read, it was only 2. It's up to 6 million men
all
worldwide
because of us
who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code BANTER20.
Be real.
Whether you're brand new or already with us, Manscaped, you could use the crown jewel of care for your family jewels, the Platinum Package 4.0. You can align your entire hygiene routine in one swoop. Inside the 10-part Platinum Package is everything you need, everything you know and love about Performance Package, plus some shower goodies, included to elevate your grooming game to platinum, baby. Lawnmower 4.0's in there. In addition to shaving, you can now upgrade your shower routine with the Ultra Premium Body Wash and 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, which is the only body wash and shampoo I will
I just ran out of the body wash. I am in shambles.
What I
already ordered more like a month ago.
Don't come after me, Manscaped. What I had to do was go to Target and buy it.
Dang. Well, they still get money for that.
They still get money, but I'm just saying.
I ordered it.
I ran out. You also don't forget to use their aluminum-free ultra premium deodorant. And don't worry, it's not pumpkin spice. It's the cologne quality fragrance called Refined. Baby. And you can have a homogeneous scent all over your body. So go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with the code BANTER20. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com when you use code BANTER20. Manscaped, clear out the leaves. It's your tree trunk's time to shine.
Yeah.
Almost got all the way through it. All right. There you have it. Brought to you by Manscaped. That's the banter.
Yep. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Imagine if that was like our whole show.
I wonder when Manscaped's going to come out with a new scent. Like if they're just going to stick to. I'm sure they'll come out with like new lines.
Undefined.
Unrefined.
Be real, man.
Defined.
Trevor sent me a clip of what? Trevor sent me a clip of Gary Vee predicting Be Real in like 2019.
It was crazy. Gary Vee's on this interview and he was like, you know what? I have the idea for the next social media that's going to blow up. And he was like, it's going to be a social media where you're limited to one post every 24 hours. And he's like, because it's going to be way more real and you're going to have people not spamming your time. They're going to think a lot more about what they're posting.
And he was like, if that was a timeline, he's like, I would follow like 1,000 more people because I'd want to see so much more than like people just spamming it. And it makes you wonder, did Be Real just listen to Gary Vee and go, why don't we just build that freaking
But
app?
I would say that like with Be Real, the point is not to think a lot more about your post. The point is
it's a little different.
It's
a little different.
Because be different. His is
but
only.
Let's be honest, because Be Real, if Be Real only let you post inside of a 2-minute window, I would agree. But because people just post late and nobody really cares, you can still do whatever you want with it. And you can
if I know I'm doing something cool later, I 100% when that Be Real notification pops up, I'm like, frick that. Yeah. I'm going to be at the football game later.
That's funny.
So there is still
I've also seen like brands starting Be Reals.
Yeah.
Because
really?
like
Be Real's
you can
getting big.
Yeah.
Their servers are getting a little bit better.
As soon as the Be Real notification goes off, you either have it planned or just post late.
I knew it was getting.
Like you're not going to. It's not going to matter when you post late.
I knew it was getting big when I saw the notification pop up on my screen. I was in the Cookout drive-thru and I looked inside Cookout, and half the restaurant all pulled their phones.
Well, that's
out.
the thing
I was like, oh snap.
That's the thing about social media.
I thought it was smaller than this.
At the end of the day, I think is I don't think people actually want to be real, even when the app is Be Real. No. Like I think if it was only that 2-minute window, I think it wouldn't be nearly as popular.
What we've done with it, like keeping it within our small friend group.
Y'all are my only friends. So I won't.
We have been able to keep it to a very real thing. I mean, usually our pictures are just like us hanging out with our wives, or like it's
Mine's
a picture
Luca
of
every
your
day.
bait. Yeah, like if once you have a baby, it's like pretty much Be Real bait. But so keeping it small like that to where we don't care what the people in our Be Real environment see of us, that has kept it good. That's what's like keeps me like I love Be Real for that reason. If I had this huge Be Real community of people that I'm not close to, it would not be fun.
Well, it's just you give people social media and they want to put on a show.
That's what my Instagram is for. Yeah, you're right. There'll always be that. Like I said, the only way you could really do it is if you could only take it in the 2 minutes to where like you just don't have a choice unless you just happen to do something cool.
Yeah.
But it's a very fun time.
No, it's a cool app.
I like it. I enjoy it.
It's always a good
I don't
time.
ever feel pressure by it, and I just think it's fun.
I'm gonna start making some insane ones
Yeah.
just for y'all's entertainment.
You're gonna start like
I'm gonna be
whipping
the
something up in
fakest-
Photoshop and just taking a picture of your screen.
That would be so
I'm gonna be the
funny.
fakest Be Real person ever.
I thought about like
But even that, like that's funny. You're still being real because you're just using your comedy,
Yeah.
you know, your humor.
That's the thing. I'm not gonna.
Oh.
I'm gonna steal it from people.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be fake real.
Oh,
Be fake, you mean?
be fake.
That's the app I'm gonna start.
Be fake.
You can upload anything.
I
You
thought
have
that
2
was
minutes
just,
to
I thought
upload
that was
whatever.
just called Snapchat.
No, you can only post once a day. Still, you can only post in that 2-minute window, but you can upload whatever you want.
Yeah.
So you don't have to take the picture.
You can just stock up pictures.
You just stock up pictures.
You
of
go
you
on
doing
vacation.
Cool
and
things.
just, you're seeing like the people that like will go on vacation and then just like save pictures to like spread out the post. Like people just think they're always at
Always
a
on
beach
vacation.
somewhere.
But there are influencers
A lot of photographers
that
do
are
that.
just always on vacation.
Oh, yes.
Like, Lizzie
I
watches
completely agree.
several-
But some of my buddies from high school were not always on
Yes.
vacation.
Lizzie watches some vloggers, and it's literally like I feel bad for them because their videos that do the best are travel vlogs, and they've obviously realized that.
Well, a lot of times they get paid by tourism or
And
resorts.
so I don't think these people do because their videos are like slightly bigger than ours, slightly.
Okay.
Every once in a while they'll have one that gets like 200,000 views, but most of them are like 60,000 views a video.
But are they getting brand deals though?
Every once in a while they will.
Let's say if they're getting brand, because think about it, if you're getting brand deals and you're pocketing all of it, you're making good money.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they realized, like, their videos that get, like, 70, 80 are, like, their
Yeah.
travel vlogs. So they, first off, like, moved to a trendy area. Liz started
That's
watching
the
them.
first part of being an influencer.
Liz started watching them when they were, like, they lived outside of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, they could go
Yeah.
into Dallas, but they lived outside. And it was just, like, two normal people. They were working a job, they both worked, and they were just like vlogging like their house decorations, and it was like a very normal family vlog. Then they like upgraded the camera. Then she quit her job. Then he quit his job. Then they moved closer to Dallas. Then they decided Dallas wasn't trendy enough, so they moved to Nashville. Then they got into like fine arts in Nashville, and then all this stuff. And then now they're constantly traveling, and like when they're traveling, they're having to constantly do things for the vlog.
Yeah.
And I'm like, eventually,
To burn you out.
just like your whole life is for the camera.
Yeah.
That happens.
That's
You
the
see
issue with
Casey-
family
You guys see
vloggers.
Casey Neistat move back to New York for good.
Dude, I freaking love Casey Neistat.
He's still got the whole studio just as it was.
Yeah, well, he was always renting that thing.
Yeah. I think YouTube, it's really hard not to get like pushed into a niche, like because my wife watches a lot of like more of the family YouTube channels, that sort of thing, and like you can tell with some of them they know what works, like what videos work, and you almost get pushed into a niche.
You just can't create what you want to create.
And like, I think as a YouTuber, like if you really want to be happy on YouTube, you kind of almost have to. If your goal isn't to be a niche channel, like if one thing, if you're like, I want to start a fishing channel, well then like that's what you do. But if you're just like trying to do like vlogging and you're getting pushed into a niche, you just have to like fight it, take the cut in views early, and just build an audience that'll watch you no matter what. Because I'm sure it's tempting when all of a sudden you post like. We went on like the most expensive airplane flight video, and then it gets you a million views instead of 50,000, and you're like, oh, we got to start flying Emirates
Well, that's the
everywhere.
issue.
Yeah.
That's the issue when people create for views
For clicks, yeah,
versus create for fun.
exactly.
Because like our main channel, Foundation Disc Golf, our main one, I would say we create strategically. We have a lot of fun shooting, but that's a
Well,
business
that's
account.
because no matter what it is, it always ends up being disc golf.
Because
so.
it's disc golf, we don't have to
we still
work
have fun
too
doing
hard
it,
to make it like a view strategy.
but it's more view strategy heavy than Foundation Nation.
right, but that's only because we haven't had one blow up yet. Because whenever one does do really well,
No,
on
I
Nation,
disagree with that
No,
take
'cause we
because
had-
our mini golf, our sports stuff, that was all doing way better than anything we put out now, and we're not doing it.
But
Still.
that's because Brody left. There's a good chance.
No, we were
there's
still our home run derby was just me and you, and that was a better performing video than anything we've done since.
We
We just
all
didn't
ha-
have as much
We
fun.
just all hated it.
We didn't have fun with sports.
I'm just saying that if one of like, let's say,
If we did a sports video tomorrow and it got 1 million views,
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
1 million's tough.
That's what I'm
I
saying,
still don't
like-
think we would do sports only because we wouldn't want to be cornered into only sports.
I agree. I'm just saying it's really hard. Like if we were to do a video in Foundation Nation, the channel that we are looking to see what the breakthrough is, and let's say let's just say for example, we did our first gaming video on a certain game, and it just blew up. Like people just wanted it so much, it would be really hard to walk away from that. Like
It would be.
because what if we're talking hundreds of thousands of views? That's revenue into the business. Like, and we know it's just outperforming everything. It would be impossible to walk away from.
It would be tough.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's YouTube.
We walked away
hard.
from 20 to 30,000 views for 8 to 10. That's an easy cut.
Yeah, that's easy.
But that's the same cut some people would make from 300,000 to 400,000 views to 100,000 to 200,000 views. Same ratio.
Yeah, it's more so if one blows.
Obviously, 20,000 to 10,000 is a much easier cut to make.
An example of this is there was actually this girl that went to my high school that she started doing YouTube, and I didn't even know that she had a YouTube channel. But what happened was I saw it randomly, like when I was in college, that she had a video blow up. I think I saw it somewhere on social media. It was like a prom getting ready video, and like her YouTube channel grew a ton. And then my wife's friend mentioned this YouTube channel, and I was like, "Wait, what was that name?" And she was like, "Blah blah blah." And I was like, "I know, like I went to high school with that girl." I was like, "Is she like a big YouTuber?" And like, sure enough, she has hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And what happened on her channel was she got popular doing college themed video. How I decorate my dorm, how I thrift shop while in college, do this, and like that was the niche. And I think what happened in her channel was she got pushed into that really quick, and that's a really tough one.
Because guess what, college.
You're gonna graduate.
Yeah.
So like there are some niches that if you get pushed into it, for instance, parenting. Guess what? You're gonna have kids for a long time. Like if you're just doing a vlog where it's like a family vlog and like you're just like hanging out with your kids, like being a family, then yeah, that's pretty easy niche because guess what? That's what you're doing anyways. But if you get shoved into like a certain corner, there can be some that are brutal because you just know your clock is ticking and you're like, well, darn. And that's like probably the scariest thing with YouTube is like getting pushed into a niche, especially if it's like, for instance, a video game trend. Like all those guys that got huge with like Among Us.
Yeah.
Some people will be able to.
Some people are able to transition.
But some won't, and their videos will die. And like that would be so hard knowing like, wow, I'm playing a video game right now and it's huge, but this is gonna end.
Yeah.
And some people probably don't think it will. Like, who's playing Among Us now? Nobody. Mm-hmm. That's how video games are.
Well, the key is you have to transition at the right time. Because if you ride Among Us till it dies, you died.
Yeah,
if you ride Among Us and then you jump to Fall Guys, then you jump to Fortnite no build, and you
got to do it before it dies.
And you ride the trends, you're fine.
Exactly.
That's why guys like Courage and stuff like that do so good. Is their following is based on it started with Call of Duty and stuff.
Yeah.
But their following was based on their personality. To where
they're also associated
Courage
with
can be like
bigger brands too.
Yeah. Now he's an owner of 100 Thieves, but
he's an owner.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Before, I think that there was obviously a time where he was massive and didn't have anything to do with 100 Thieves. He was just friends with Nate Shot and streamed.
Yeah.
But like Courage, he can play any video game and his stream's gonna do well. Yeah. Some will do better than others. Like when he was doing Among Us streams with, whatever Laser or Corp. What was his name? Corpse. Yeah.
Yeah.
All these big Among Us streamers, you can throw him into any game and he's gonna do fine. But his stream and his following isn't based on his game.
Right.
That's the tough part you have to get to, is people have to follow your personality. Then you're fine. That's like Logan Paul's, love the guy or hate the guy. He is now a very versatile content creator to where he's just entertaining.
It's also about the headline WWE.
Yeah. He's been able to, get completely canceled and bounce back. He was one of the first.
Before cancel culture really existed.
Well, but obviously he got canceled for a good reason. But now he's fully built his career back and re-earned every part of it. And I think he's bigger now than he was ever before. And he's able to do basically whatever he wants, content-wise. Because, people just like watching Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And he's one of the, because, Rhett and Link, they could have easily got burnt out with Good Mythical Morning. And if they did, it's a tough question of, would people still watch? They've watched some of their other stuff, but Good Mythical Morning is the thing that Rhett and Link. They had their music videos.
That's an example though of they created a show that allows for them to have so much variety.
Because as long as they call it Good Mythical Morning, you're clicking on it. They can do whatever they want at Good Mythical Morning, but as long as it's called it, you're clicking.
You just have to create a wide enough avenue within your space.
YouTube's crazy, man.
YouTube is a jungle, man.
That's another thing that people have talked about a lot is the importance of not being tied to one platform. Because as much as YouTube is not going anywhere, it's the #1 search engine in the world, it also could die tomorrow.
Yeah.
Could.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, like Vine. There was a lot of Vine stars that didn't transition in time, and they're just gone.
They're gone.
They're
Yep.
much smaller.
I've heard a lot.
Well,
of
it's
those
also
stories.
hard to. It's also hard, like whenever you make a full living off of YouTube, like you're never gonna make exactly, like you're never gonna have the complete freedom to make exactly what you want to make, because at the end of the day, people with either the same or different opinions than you are deciding whether or not you're making money.
Yep.
To a
Because
certain extent, yeah.
that's at the end of the day, you think that you're putting your stuff on a platform that is like just for anybody to put whatever they want to on there, but that's not true. I mean,
But once you build a big enough fan base, you can monetize anyway.
that's not true.
That is true. Because then you can take it off YouTube.
Well, yeah, okay. So I was thinking monetize specifically on YouTube.
Because realistically, like David Dobrik never monetized his content on YouTube. He got everything through brand deals. And the
merch.
dude's one of the richest YouTubers ever
Yeah, that's
exists.
what I was.
The
That's why I was saying
merch.
that's where the danger is of dumping everything you have.
Well, they
just
can
into one
demonetize
place.
you and stuff, but
Yeah.
they can't fully demonetize you because
Well, if you have a website and stuff like that.
well,
yeah.
also if you just have brand deals.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
become bigger than YouTube for sure. And
Yeah.
like if our disc golf YouTube channel got kicked off of YouTube, we could
which
put
would
it
never happen.
Which would never happen. But we could put it on our website, and still we would lose a lot of viewership.
But you could still
But
pull
we
it.
could still get some.
And you'd
pull.
still have podcasts.
Because at the
you'd
end
still
of the day, I mean, yeah, you would lose the benefit of the YouTube algorithm, which is huge.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you can, it's still just a website with a video link.
Well, that's the importance of building it across multiple platforms. Because even like TikTok, there's a lot of TikTok stars that are gone, that were big and have died off. There's some that have transitioned into music careers. It's TikTok to YouTube's a big jump.
YouTube has become like the landing spot.
But
for
YouTube
everybody.
right now is the spot.
Yeah. For Viners, like the ones that got to YouTube, that
Like
was
Cody
like,
Co.
yeah, exactly. Like that was the spot to get
Drew
to.
Gooden.
Yeah. YouTube has always been kind of like the safe haven because it's
Yeah.
owned by Google.
It's owned by Google,
And it's just the biggest thing there is.
Yeah, and it's still growing.
Yeah.
I believe it is the biggest search engine in the world. I think it's bigger than
just-
Google itself.
It's just massive.
It's huge. So it's hard to think it's going anywhere. But even if there's a day where YouTube's down for a week, you got to have a way to still talk to your audience.
true.
That's why there's this guy I follow, Roberto Blake. Started off as a graphic designer. Now he's like a creative entrepreneur. I don't follow him super heavy anymore. I followed him a lot more when I was into graphic design. But that was what he always talked about, was the importance of building out an email list, building out a blog following, building out these things that you truly owned. And like, if Instagram, because like I don't know if y'all remember when Instagram went down for like 48 hours or something. It was the first time a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, what do we do? And he was like talking about it a lot during that. He's like, these platforms, they are still platforms. Like one could get hacked. One could, like, your channel could be wrongfully shut down, and you could have a month of trying to fight for your channel back. Anything could happen. He's like, you have to be able to take your audience you've built on social media and pull it into as many different places to where if one stream goes down, you still can talk to your audience. Because if you're only
Let
a
them
YouTuber,
know you're still there.
if you're only a TikToker, if you're only a Viner, if you're only on Twitter, your audience is only you basically work for that company at that point.
TikTok is crazy because like you see so many people that get so many views on TikTok, like so many, and like a lot of them aren't making any money because you have to get to a certain threshold to actually attract brand deals. But like there are a lot of TikTokers who you can tell when there's a brand activation happening. There's a lot of TikTokers that get millions of views on TikToks and there's just not any money coming in. It's great. TikTok is a very interesting platform.
That's the one thing that I'm still wondering how TikTok will survive long
getting
term.
A little hum in my ear.
Yeah, I am too. Is it coming through to you, Connor? Are we fine?
I am getting a slight hum.
That's the one thing I'm wondering. How long TikTok will survive is basically based on how they're able to continue the monetization.
It's not in our ears. It's like playing out.
Definitely in my ears.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I can hear it in the room.
Oh, mine's definitely in my ears.
no, mine's in my ears.
Okay, well, maybe I'm just not getting it.
Okay. We'll keep going. Because like YouTube monetization's so direct, so easy. You don't even like
Yeah.
Instagram monetization's really stepped up. There's a lot of different ways to run ads on
I don't
stuff.
know. TikTok is selling a lot of ads.
Facebook.
Though. Like,
But
you're getting one like every 10 swipes, you're getting a sponsored post. I think TikTok will do just fine.
But it's a tough one.
The question is, here's what makes TikTok ads good though.
But it doesn't go to the creators, is what I'm saying.
Oh, like the money you're saying.
Yeah, like I think TikTok can monetize their platform as long as there's users. But the tough part is like on Facebook easily monetizes Facebook content to the user.
But does that matter for the survival of the app?
Yeah, because you need the creators.
Because you think people will leave TikTok.
But that's what happened to Vine. Vine couldn't monetize to the creators. So eventually Vine died.
I thought Vine's issue was that they couldn't make they weren't even advertising, so they weren't making any money.
They were making, I mean, that was part of it too, but I think that's a big part is like, you want to incentivize creators to keep creating.
Yeah.
So money has to be going to creators. That's why YouTube has perfected it so much. It's because you can make a full-time living without a brand deal.
Oh, yeah.
TikTok, I think you can, but people always talk about the TikTok creator fund's a joke.
Yeah, no, you make like nothing off of it. I've heard that a lot.
Instagram, their reel bonuses seem to be pretty decent. Facebook, that fixed it, Connor. Facebook, obviously, like Facebook videos are monetized.
Twitter's is good.
Twitter's monetization on videos is good. It's just those like short form platforms. Like it's because you would hate to be scrolling to, like if I scrolled down and before I had to watch a TikTok, I had to watch an ad. I'm not watching that TikTok because it's the essence of the platform.
Yeah, that would suck.
Like if
it happens all. Oh, you're saying like you had to watch it. You're forced.
Like in order to watch this TikTok, like if I just go open up my TikTok,
yeah, you're gonna get an
and
ad,
I pop
probably.
it right, and I see this TikTok, but before I see it, an ad starts playing. I'm just past it. That's the nature of the platform.
On an individual TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Versus on Facebook, I click on a video to watch it.
Right.
And I have to watch an ad before I watch that video. But I clicked on that video to watch it. Same on YouTube,
and
same on Twitter.
And like on TikTok right now, the ads are just individual to your timeline, and you can swipe past
and as soon as
them.
you see it, you're swiping past.
Right.
That's a tough
part.
part.
Well, the good I would say what's good about TikTok ads is they're careful about making them look like real TikToks, and the sponsor thing doesn't pop up for like a couple seconds.
That's just on the advertisers. That's where a lot of TikTokers are making good money. Is companies are being smart and paying creators to create their ads.
Very smart.
So that when you scroll down, it's like, this is just.
Sometimes there's literally sponsored posts that I watch occasionally.
Well, every once in a while, I've watched one and it's been a completely normal TikTok, and then at the end, I'm like, there's an ad. Like I just watched an ad and scrolled past.
Got them.
Those are ones that brands are doing very effectively. But there's other brands where it pops up, I see it's an ad in half a second, I'm gone before their call to action ever happens. Those brands aren't getting ROI. So those brands are leaving TikTok here soon because they're going to be looking going, we're getting nothing from this.
Yeah.
It's on the brand for not taking advantage of it, but it's because of the nature of the platform.
The volume has got to be so crazy though right now because there's just so many people on TikTok. Yeah. The volume is nuts.
Yeah, it's definitely, TikTok I think is, if TikTok's not here to stay, it at least changed all of our social media. Similar to Snapchat stories. Instagram didn't have stories. Snapchat had stories. Instagram added stories.
Facebook
Who uses
and Twitter
Snapchat stories?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Snapchat came in, innovated, changed how all platforms react. Mm-hmm. Reels didn't exist before TikTok.
Shorts didn't exist.
Shorts didn't exist on YouTube before TikTok. So if nothing else, TikTok has changed the way we consume social media.
That'll be the question is like, will there be a jumping of ship over to like Reels? Because like why not?
That's what they're trying.
It's a good enough platform, Like I think if they're able to incentivize creators, and maybe it comes down to literally because like we've seen this with like streaming platforms before, like Twitch, where they'll literally pay people. Spotify has done it with podcasters. I mean, what if it literally comes down to like, hey, we're gonna pay the D'Amelios, we're gonna pay all these huge TikTokers guaranteed money to come over and start posting everything on Instagram.
The tough part is like Twitch still allows you to have Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. You just can't stream. Like you can only live stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
TikTok, what would they say? Like you can't post videos on any other platform?
Probably just not TikTok because you can do Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, you're saying if Facebook and Instagram paid you?
Yes.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, so now can I not post videos on Twitter? Like Facebook, they've tried with like Facebook Watch and stuff to compete with YouTube. So are they telling me I can't post on YouTube either now?
I would say it would probably have to be like a short form media. Like you can't post shorts. Type of situation.
Post-produced content like that is a much harder one to regulate.
It's true. And
so that's where it could happen, but it'd be tough because like Twitch, it's a simple thing. You just can't live stream anywhere but Twitch. You can still build your platforms, but like if you corner yourself and it's like, hey, I'm being paid $150,000 a year to only post on TikTok.
Yeah. I just don't think they'll leave unless they're given something like that. Because, like, why else would they? Like, they're getting so many views on TikTok. The only other reason they're going to lose is if the platform just, like, the viewers go.
Yeah.
Because the brand deals are insane. I mean, like, the activation is nuts. If you're one of the big TikTokers and you're getting, like, 10 to 20 million views on a TikTok, like,
I wonder what in
the world?
Because, like, Reels, for an average creator, for us, for instance, Reels, we get more on average than TikTok. I wonder at what level that doesn't become true.
Yeah, I think, well, maybe once you're a celebrity.
Well, like are people pulling, because people are pulling millions of views on Reels.
I think
Name a TikToker. It's massive.
just do one of the D'Amelios. I think they're the biggest, aren't they?
They
Or
used to
Addison
be.
Rae was the biggest.
I don't really want to search her on my personal Instagram.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think of like another one that's like massive on TikTok. I don't know.
All right, Charlie.
I don't follow any big TikTokers. I'm on TikTok for
darn.
the random content, like people that you do not recognize them.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I want to. I want to see some like blurry video from a school where like there's like people like having a rap battle. That's what I want to see on TikTok.
All right, Charlie D'Amelio.
Or like a little white kid.
Let's go to Reels.
Beatboxing.
Yeah.
So her recent Reels, I'm going to see if she's posting the same ones on TikTok. We have 5.9 million, 2.6 million, 2.5 million, 2.2 million, 1.4 million. So pretty consistent.
so, like,
it's
couple
safe,
mil.
if she was selling to a brand, it'd be safe to say 2 million.
Yeah. Gosh dang.
Be
that's
safe to say
so
that.
ridiculous.
So let's go to TikTok and let's just see if that's still true about her
That
TikTok.
is so powerful. My goodness, that's so many views.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Millions.
Charlie D'Amelio, 6, 13, 6, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 18, 32.
Oh my
It's like
gosh.
5 times.
So it's like 5 times as big.
if not more.
So that's what I'm saying. Is I wonder where that line switches.
That's a good point, Hunter. I have.
Like there's got to be, because like there's got to be a line where like if you're this
Well,
size,
but
and
she's
you're-
also synonymous with that platform. Like she has more followers.
so
Well,
should I
you,
pick
how many
someone?
more- how many
things
more
are
followers
things are
does she have?
naturally going to get more views
don't
on
know.
TikTok than on
Because
anything
No,
else.
it's not. But like that's what I'm saying. Is
They're
our
the same.
reels get it'd be safe to say our reels are going to get 4 or 5 times more on Instagram
We have
than TikTok.
Oh,
we have
really?
twice as many followers on Instagram. You do have to, because like the D'Amelios, I think she had like 5 million on Instagram, and I think she has at least 30 million on TikTok. So it's a pretty similar ratio when you go follower to follower there.
That's probably true.
But ours is not. Ours is not. Like we have like twice as many on Instagram.
It also has. I think it
Well,
also has
it's
to
probably
do
it gets pretty close.
I
no,
think
because
the
on
big thing
TikTok we
there-
can have ones that get 3,000 views.
Yeah, no, we can.
We on Instagram we're not gonna have a reel that gets
They just
6,000
don't-
views.
But followers, the problem is here's a big difference. On Instagram, you scroll through your follower page a lot more than on TikTok. I don't ever scroll through my
No, I don't
following
either.
page. So I think that's probably a big
because
part
like
of the
our
difference.
worst reels
I
are
think
getting 13,000.
Yeah,
I think the
our
biggest
reels are
thing
more of a
there-
guaranteed play.
I
'cause
think the
you
biggest
always-
difference there is the demographic. Her demographic is more TikTok age. Our demographic
That's
is more
true.
Instagram, Facebook age.
Well,
That's true.
let's look up someone else.
But I think also the power of the algorithm on TikTok is so strong.
Let's go with Peter McKinnon.
and
He's
on
gotta have both.
Instagram, unless you're scrolling through the Reels page, which I don't do.
Peter McKinnon doesn't. I don't think he does much on TikTok.
He's a lot on TikTok.
Really?
So this one, yeah, I mean, well, this was posted. Yeah, he posts.
He's always been a big. Instagram
He posts like every
person.
week on TikTok. So he has like 246,000 on TikTok. His views are. It would be safe to say like 100,000 guarantee. He's everywhere from 60,000 to like some of them have like 3 million. But on average, it looks like 60, 70,000. And he has 240,000 viewers or followers. Now let's go over to his Instagram. Because I'm just curious now. He's 3 million. Man. So it's just, maybe it's just the platform. Because he's posting the exact same things. And they're getting 500,000 to 1 million on
Yeah.
Reels
Well, he's
every
also
time.
he's historically been an Instagram person.
Statistic wise, would it be pretty similar? Follower to view ratio?
I think it is. I think the difference is like with the TikToks is like you have that people only scroll through the For You page mostly, and that's a huge difference between Instagram.
I didn't even know there was anything else on.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, there's this following tab.
Most
on top.
most people on Instagram just scroll through their normal timeline.
They don't really go to the explore page.
So you're gonna have like that's why we have like that consistency in our reels.
What will happen though is like, is this a reel?
Mm-hmm.
Once you click a reel, now I'm in reels.
I just never.
Now I'm
scroll
just
through
here.
There. I never scroll through reels ever.
But that does happen.
I do occasionally.
Well, yeah, you go into it, but I just
Once
don't
you
do
click on it, like I want to watch this on repeat, like because if
I've been,
this
and I
won't
know
loop,
some people do look at their explore.
then
page on
next thing I
Instagram,
know,
but
I
just
scroll
don't.
down
I've
because
never-
I'm not even on the explore page. This is from my home.
Yeah, but like, it takes like I just never.
As soon as you click here, now I'm just in the world of explore.
I usually don't click on. That's the thing. I usually don't click on the reel.
No, you never see a full reel then.
What? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, in crops.
Oh, like yeah, but I mean, you
I click that to see
are
the
you
full
not?
reel.
You're gonna see what happens in that
A lot of times
reel.
the text cut off.
Yeah, you miss text sometimes.
Most of my reels on my page though are also disc golf or sports related, so like I can get the gist of it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that
And a lot
does
of-
happen quite a bit.
a
'Cause
lot of
that's how
times
that's
my-
the whole reason some of our reels blow up is because people are viewing them other places.
My experience in reels is like I look at like a bit of it and then I head straight to the comments. I just want to see what people are talking about.
Yeah. Social media, man, it's crazy.
It'll get you, man.
Crazy stuffs.
I'm about to sneeze so loud.
Do it. Heck yeah.
My thing, I really
Those are
wanted.
from the lungs, man. That was big time.
I really want to have a YouTube channel where that just gives me an excuse to keep on trying new hobbies and it just be like a hobby channel. That's the hard thing is that you really do have to find a niche, but like the thing is that so many of my hobbies I weave in and out but month by month on which one I'm more interested in.
The problem with me,
So like I would want to start a channel where like it's just like I start new hobbies and try new things and learn new things, but
the problem, and the
I don't
problem,
have time in my life for that.
yeah, I say the time constraint. Because if I had time, I would most definitely have my own YouTube channel and be making at least a video a week if I had time, because it'd be a no brainer. But the other thing is too, like I have such little time for like hobbies that if I'm going out to like do one of my hobbies, I don't want to be filming it and thinking about editing it and shooting it. Like I just want to do it and enjoy it. Now you are actually into videography more than me, so that might be different. But
Well, I mean, even trying to think about like, okay, if I released one video a week, I would one day after work shoot it, and then like on Tuesday after work, which wouldn't work, I would shoot it, and then Thursday after work, which wouldn't work, I would edit it. And it's only 2 weeks, 2 days a week after work that I'm spending on that video, but that's like already like I can't. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have those days to do
it's
it.
it would be a lot of work. Yeah.
I just want an excuse to buy.
Because then
a boat.
the problem is too, like what happens when you already have like a crazy busy schedule. You start a YouTube channel. Let's say I started a YouTube channel and I'm like, I'm just gonna do one video a week for fun, and I'm just gonna go play golf.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
If they do well,
they start doing well. They're
you
getting
eventually
like,
have to make more videos.
yeah, all of a sudden my videos are getting 50,000 views, and it's like, oh,
Then
I'm making a few $100. Then I'm like,
I pull Silas away from Foundation and I make him edit for me.
because then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm already really strained to make this one video a week, but it's making me like a few $100. Like if I do just one more video a week,
Yeah.
I can make $1,000 a month. And then you're like, that's where it becomes like, oh shoot.
Well, that's how a side hustle turns into a full-time thing.
Yeah, but I have a full-time thing. It's this job.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's what you're describing is someone who
If I
doesn't
ha-
like their job.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm at work
exactly.
and I'm pissed off every day that I'm here and I'm like, I'm gonna start this YouTube channel so I have something fun to do.
No,
because then you go,
Exactly. If I was in just worked in some like dead end desk job, then like that would be a great thing that like YouTube is taking over. Like I can do this. But in this job, I already do that pretty much, and I love my job. So like I don't have there's no incentive. It would just be like extra time, and it would not be worth it.
I will at some point have a separate YouTube channel, but I'm waiting until I can pay someone to run it.
Dang, dude.
Basically,
What are they gonna film? Like what are you gonna do?
me, Gary V style.
You gonna film you?
Yeah, that's Gary V's advice. He said just pay someone $30,000 a year, have them follow you with a camera.
To like go home, like rock your son to sleep?
No, like here, like they would just be in the office,
Oh,
like behind the scenes stuff.
fair enough.
The heck not.
I hope he's cool. Whoever you're hiring.
I'm not doing it right now. You have to have $30,000 a year to pay someone.
We're gonna bully him.
No, that's the thing is like
You didn't need $40,000 a year.
You look at it statistic. You look at it and like realistically, if you commit to it, you could make that money back in like 2 or 3 years building a channel.
Yeah, you also could just literally, if you really wanted to like test that out, you could just find some intern that needed credits doing videography.
No, you can't make money on it then unless you're paying them. It's illegal. To have an unpaid intern you make money off of.
Okay, but you could pay him like a small hourly wage.
Yeah, no, you could.
I just realized, like, the other day, this is why I really wanted to start a YouTube channel, was because I was watching videos about something with cars. Oh, yeah. I was watching something with cars. And I scrolled past this video of this guy that's like, what is the best, like, product for your windows? Like, what's the best glass cleaner, this or this? And I click on the video, and it's literally this man just standing in front of my iPhone talking. There's no cuts at all. He's just talking, and that's it. And I look, and it's got like 6 million views. Well, and I was like, what the freaking crap?
How-to videos, especially with cars, like the videos that I have watched of like how to change a car battery, how to change car headlights, those type of videos are typically, now they are professionally done ones, but I will find one that is just a guy holding his cell phone.
Yeah.
Because it gets the information across, and it's quick, and yeah, they have millions of views. So that's the thing is like, if
that was not me saying that I'm disappointed by that fact.
No.
That was me just saying it's so easy to get views in YouTube.
Now the problem is with those niches like that is those videos that have already been around long enough. A lot of times the videos, if you search like how to change a light bulb, how to do this or that, a lot of times the videos you're going to find have a ton of views, but they've been on YouTube for like 10 years.
It's really hard to rank.
So it's really hard to get high in the, you have to find new how-tos.
Yeah.
Or else you're just going to be buried underneath the rest of it.
Well, we were talking about earlier, that's the whole point of YouTube niches, is you have to be in a niche to be able to stand your ground. Because if you just go into gaming right now,
if I made a Minecraft video right
like
now,
you'd have to do the like rave thing that kid did. Remember that? Where he like killed, like someone was like, dude. So
and a rave started in his room? Yeah.
You have to do something crazy because you have to do something that hasn't been done before. And finding that on YouTube is basically impossible. Or you can go into a small niche and be the big fish in a small pond. Also, the more you niche down, the higher the CPM gets.
Yeah.
Because then the more and more targeted demographic you're in. Whereas if you just go into like the broad world of finance and you just make money YouTube videos, A, the CPM there is crap. B, you're competing with tons of people who have way more money.
Yeah, I would say
that
are
15
really
years.
rich. That's the hard part.
Same thing with like beauty videos, like makeup videos. Yeah, a lot of them have went viral. But you enter that space.
Very saturated.
You're competing with 2 million creators in
Some
that
of them
space.
that have like their own makeup lines.
Same with car YouTube. Like car YouTube, every time you search a car, you can find 50 people that are doing a car review on that car, at least. Probably more than that. But the ones that are going to be ranking high are the people who have been doing it for a long time. So it's hard to like rank in that niche.
Well, it'd also be like, it'd be like for you, Connor, like if you made videos about your old BMW, like how to do things, that would be a good niche because anybody who has your car, something similar interiors, that's the only place they're gonna be able to look. Like there's not as much out there. That's always been like when I was doing even Magic YouTube back in the day, which was a big niche. That was always the thing, is like find a niche, narrow it down. And I never did it and I sucked at it, but I should have, because I had one video blow up somewhat for me back then. It was like 40, 30, 20, I don't know, 1,000 views. Wow. Huge for me. That's pretty good.
I should have been the SpongeBob guy. That was my SpongeBob tutorial video. And every time I did a SpongeBob video, it did good. But I was too stupid back then.
Stupid.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, it was because I really.
SpongeBob. That's so then, funny that SpongeBob was doing
YouTube.
Well.
I mean, I was making $20 a month, maybe. That's probably drastically overestimated. But I was not making enough for it to ever be something on my radar of like, I could do this full time.
Right.
I was also 12.
YouTube also paid a lot different back then.
But I do remember like all I wanted to do was I enjoyed doing magic. I enjoyed watching magic on YouTube. So I wanted to copy the people that I was watching because I was a kid.
Right.
And so that was my whole point for being on YouTube. But like now looking back, I was like, I was onto something. If I would have just churned away and done as much SpongeBob magic as I could, I might not be sitting here right now.
My buddy and I
might be sitting.
My buddy and I had a Nerf gun review channel because like that was what we were really into, was Nerf guns, and like Nerf channels were like back then. They may still be to some degree. They were big back then. There was a lot of them, and most of the ones that were like pulling really solid views were like kids. So like it was very achievable. So we had a channel, and like that was one of those things where like we would do reviews of guns, and just they sucked. Obviously, these reviews, the quality, everything about them, but because it was something that people were like, we would get the newest gun and be able to get it up early. We could get 5,000 to 10,000 views just because people wanted, like, it was just something it was a guaranteed search is what it was. It was there are some videos out there that are just a guaranteed search on YouTube. You know that people are going to be searching for this, like how to do this.
Yeah, if you search SpongeBob magic routine tutorial, I'm the third one.
What the heck? Are you still getting views?
33,000, 10 years ago.
I mean, that's amazing.
I probably shouldn't have said that on public because, I mean, now I'm about to get people watching this thing. I was like 15, 14.
Teaching you how to do
Your
my SpongeBob.
voice
Who is that person?
so high.
My Manscaped hadn't dropped, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I was
That's
teaching
so
you
weird
my
hearing
SpongeBob
your
routine.
voice that high.
So I prefer to
Dude, I would have.
I didn't never shoot
I
my
wish
face.
12-year-old
You would have
here.
never known this was me.
I wish 12-year-old you was here and I beat you up, dude. I'd just punch you right in the face.
Probably.
You little punk.
and then one into this hand.
I was freaking good, man. I was a prodigy.
A little. Oh.
What's it? What do I need to type in to find this?
I'm not saying it
SpongeBob
again,
magic
okay?
routine.
Tutorial.
SpongeBob.
Tutorial.
You gotta add a tutorial. at the
I'm
end.
not telling
I'm
you.
not telling
Tutorial.
you. Tutorial.
I
though. You
typed
gotta
in
type it.
SpongeBob magic routine tutorial, and is the name like Hunter?
No, it's H&C Magic.
I mean, he's just giving you everything. What is H&C?
Hunter and Chip.
Who's Chip?
Well, he's my best friend back then.
Was.
I haven't talked to him in a
Just
little
lip
bit.
sync ships. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yep.
baby. If I go
I don't
videos,
see yours.
sort by popular. So my SpongeBob tips and tricks 2, 76,000
Oh my
views.
gosh, dude.
That was 12 years ago. Then how to do my SpongeBob routine, 33. Pretty much all I did, I just
Your
taught people how to
titles
do it.
even sucked.
Yeah, and my thumbnail. I didn't make thumbnails. Yeah, man. That was me.
It doesn't exist to me.
Good.
I can't find it.
Yeah, because what we used to do when I was like a little kid,
Found it. Nope. That's hand C magic.
that's me.
Oh.
H and
H&C.
C.
I
That's
just scroll-
hand C
I had to
magic.
scroll down a while to get it. Okay, well, don't make fun of me. Just to be clear, it says hand.
It
That's
does.
just it's just a funny thing that
I
happened.
had this was my original.
Who is
channel.
this person?
This was my original channel. And this one, how to do Sam the Bellhop, which was like the trick back in the day. No one knew how to do.
Yeah.
I learned it, but I learned it the wrong way, so I got roasted in the comments. 46,000 views.
Polarizing stuff.
My account got hacked, so I stopped on this one. That's when I created H&C Magic. This is my like really young kid. Let's just go back and play audio from one of these.
You do this for years.
Oh yeah, 14 years ago. So I did it for like, and I think my last upload was 8 years. So I did it for like 6 years.
Oh my
on and off.
gosh.
Let's listen to this.
Hey, this is Magic Freak 1223, and today I thought that instead of doing my like normal
Are you like
street
10
magic
years old?
cards and stuff,
This is 13 years. I was 12, I think. Depending on when I uploaded, I was either 10 or 12.
this one, red,
Bro, what in the world?
Yeah,
That's
baby.
wild.
I was tiny.
Just a little boy.
We're getting like 13 views, man.
He's just a little boy. That's what your son's going to look like in like 12 years.
Yeah.
Magic revealed episode 1.
No. You broke the code?
Blink by
That was my
JB
whole thing. As I
Magic.
broke every code.
Did you guys ever watch that guy in the mask that was like the
Yeah,
magician's-
masked magician.
Masked magician. He like
Yeah.
he keeps on a mask in order not to be assassinated by the other magicians.
What I did, I thought that series was kind of genius. Basically, what I did is I would buy the trick, and then I would figure out how to make it at home as close as you could.
that's a very smart idea.
And so I was just like taught people how to make it at home. My
need to-
titles and thumbnails weren't
You need to
good.
quit this disc golf thing.
But-
you need to get back in.
Oh no, I also wasn't comfortable in front of camera back then.
I will say,
a lot was bad.
if you wanted a side hustle like YouTube thing that wouldn't be, I mean, other than learning magic, obviously that's a big time thing. But like making those videos, not super hard.
No, it wasn't hard at all.
Exactly. Dang, that's your side hustle right there.
Yeah.
You
There's
got
a lot
cars,
of
you got
videos
that,
on
and I
here.
got
I made.
Minecraft, man.
It was over a span of 8 years. Is that what I just said?
Yeah.
8 years.
No, you said 6 years.
6 years. A span of 6 years.
You guys ever do this? It's kind of fun.
No.
We're about to yell into
Life
it.
in reverse. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That was when I was expanding outside of Magic.
Connor,
man.
you're on a runaway train right now.
That whole video is
if
in
you're going to
reverse.
YouTube's channel or Hunter's channel, man, you're on a runaway train. Gosh, dude.
Yeah, man. YouTube, dude. Here I am.
I-
Magic didn't take me here. Disc golf did.
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thunk it?
Even smaller niche.
Yeah, much smaller. That's the thing. I didn't niche down far enough.
Should have niched further.
Should have niched farther. You can always niche more.
Well, I think like a niche that I could get into is like whittling. It's like little wood, like
Whittling's
and, like,
fun.
Like just like making like figurines and stuff. But I am not artistic.
I could get into blacksmithing big time.
Well, that's not as small of a niche. I feel like.
Like my bad.
But blacksmithing would be way
Dude,
cooler.
Life in Reverse was sick.
If I could make a sword or a knife, and I like had the facilities to do so,
I have a lot of blacksmithing knowledge because I researched the absolute crap out of it, and I'm actually probably gonna make a promo video for a blacksmithing company probably in the next couple weeks.
Well, then tell me how to make it.
Make what?
A sword.
A sword.
Okay.
Metal, heat it up, bang, 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 sword.
Yeah, it sounds. I mean, pretty
Well, it
much.
depends. If you want to
Blacksmithing.
go for Damascus, you got to start with many different layers.
I don't
No,
want
no.
Damascus.
I don't like the road to
Iron.
Damascus.
If you're not doing
I
Damascus,
want a diamond sword. Minecraft.
well, you don't want to make a sword out of iron
you go
because
yeah.
iron.
I wanna
you put
make it
two
out of-
iron ingots in
iron
the crafting
bends
table
really
with
easy.
I
Iron is much too soft.
I want
steel.
aluminum. I want an
Steel is
aluminum.
what you'd wanna
I want
go
an
to.
aluminum sword.
You don't want to do that either.
You get one shot.
I'm not hurting anyone with it.
Aluminium.
Oh, you just want to like hold
I
it.
just
yeah,
want an
dude,
aluminum
Connor,
sword.
what the
Well, then
heck,
a machine
bro?
would make that for you. A person wouldn't.
No, I want
we all
you to
get-
make me an aluminum
can we
sword.
all
I
get
can't.
play
Make,
swords?
I can't. You can't
Dude,
forge aluminum. It
That's
melts.
a Foundation Nation video.
Everything
we all
melts,
get
baby.
we all get aluminum foil and try to make our best like suit of armor and weapons out of
That's
it.
actually really fun.
We would
Is that
need-
what we do on Friday?
No,
We would need-
Friday we do something a little more fun.
Yeah, we got to do something extreme
we
on
would
Friday.
need- we would yeah, it wouldn't be fun. It'd be
We
stupid.
ordered GoPros. We're all very excited about it.
Very excited.
We'll just do a
The
GoPro.
video coming out today is electric.
Let's just do a GoPro review. Review of the GoPro Hero 11.
Yeah, GoPro Hero 11 compared to GoPro Hero 10.
It would probably get more views
No
than anything
difference.
else on our channel.
How to
Yeah. The camera niche. Of
how to
like,
hack the GoPro website's deal.
doing camera reviews, that's a big niche. There's one guy that I knew that like had a really small channel, but he popped off because at one camera event he was able to, like, whenever the camera released just to the creators, he was one of the creators that got one.
Yeah.
And he filmed everything that day, edited and uploaded that night, while all the other creators were trying to get stuff with it all weekend and then shoot it. So that he got it out the next day. He went to the event and all the different creators would come up to him and be like, "Dude, I saw you got that review up already," and it popped off, and so it got his channel like in the know.
Y'all ever watch Soldier Knows Best?
Nope.
Really? I feel like he was big back in the day, like Apple Review.
Is he the guy that wrote Soldier Boy?
Oh, maybe I've seen it. I don't know. I used to look at tech reviews a decent bit.
Tech, the issue with tech is like to get into it, you have to own tech.
Yeah.
It's like you have to buy
and
expensive cameras.
it gets unfair because eventually the top guys are being not only sent the tech for free, but sent it ahead of time.
He only has 800.
Did you guys ever watch Unbox Therapy?
Yeah.
Great channel back in the day.
That's fun.
His most popular
dude.
video is the iSlate, what Apple doesn't want you to know, 12 years ago. What the heck's the iSlate?
Is that before the iPad
I saw
came out?
Julian Smith came out with a video yesterday with Rhett and Link.
Oh, interesting.
Julian Smith is starting to post stuff again.
He's back.
He's doing like live stream like almost like therapy stuff where he like talks through things, and like he's got like a helpline like at the corner of his screen like for you to call.
Have
and
you
stuff.
guys ever
Very
seen
interesting.
Have you guys seen the lizard therapist guy?
Dude, this
He
is
dresses up as a lizard and he has people call in.
No.
Very funny.
this is wild. So
it's kind of like satire.
if you ever go back and like look at channels you haven't heard of in a long time, and like he gets like he used to be a big tech reviewer. Soldier Knows Best. At least to me he was.
Yeah.
Surely he had to be. But his videos like this one got 1.4 thousand views. Next video 60,000.
So he wasn't a big tech reviewer.
No, this is him now.
Oh, yeah, his channel died.
Yeah. Like if you go popular, 6.3 million. This is 12 years ago, 6.3 million. Then 5 million, 5 million.
I always
4
find it one of
million.
my favorite hobbies is when I see a dead channel they used to follow is scrolling back and seeing when it died. Like what happened? Was it a game that stopped being played by people? Like, because you can, I mean, it is really sad when you look at YouTube channels. Some channels have had like this incredible longevity because their audience is just unshakable. You find out very quickly who is tied to like who if the audience is tied to the person or the thing that they are playing
Yeah.
or filming.
Yeah.
You find out real quickly.
But like he's still doing tech videos. So like where to go wrong?
But the problem with tech videos is people are looking at there's not a lot of tech reviewers that are good enough or have enough of a personality that you're going to go to them just for the fact that they're them. Like MKHB is like an exception. You know, the Linus Tech Tips guys, like those are exceptions, but they do other stuff too. But they're like there are some.
But I feel like I always went to this guy. Like Soldier Knew His Best, I always went to him.
well, you're a loyal man.
He was my guy.
You're a loyal man. Like I could look through if I look through my old subscriptions.
I'm
on
just
YouTube,
like.
there's so many channels I used to watch that are dead.
I'm
There are
just
other
like-
channels that I used to watch that have exploded since I watched them.
I'm gonna just click on one and see if y'all have ever heard this guy. Let's go with iOS 7. What Apple didn't show you, baby.
I didn't watch most of the tech stuff I watched was like computer builds.
No, he was all like Apple.
So like yeah, I didn't watch a ton of that. So like I was watching a lot of guys
did some
that,
Samsung
that did
stuff.
custom computer builds. I mean,
All right, let me just play.
free advertising.
Yeah, that was for BP.
This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Audible. Hey, what's up, guys? Soldier Knows Best here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the new features and settings.
Recognize this
Let me
guy?
see what he looks like.
I think so, Hunter. I think I've seen.
Doesn't say. He used to be pretty big.
Things are really going to probably change the way you use your phone. So it's going to jump right into the video.
Not. It doesn't like jump
Maybe
at
I
me, but like
recognize him. I
I
don't
think
know.
there's a chance that I've seen him.
He used to be big.
You know the age of the video though. Whenever they're sponsored by Audible,
That was a long time ago. That was iOS
that's how
7.
he's
People are
saying,
still
yeah.
sponsored by Audible a lot.
I just
love
feel like
Audible.
Audible was a super big sponsor.
I just
like,
got,
back in the day.
Audible.
I
is
just got-
huge right now.
Like a month ago, I finally caved into an Audible sponsorship.
I've got one. I've got Audible.
Someone was sponsored by Audible, and I finally caved. It was like the millionth time I heard about him. I was like, you know what? I think it was the book they recommended. I was like, I want to listen to that book.
I have Audible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to buy all the Good Ranchers meat in the world. Some of the stuff I listen to is sponsored by
Brody
Good
just
Ranchers.
tweeted at us and said, with 76 people in the field for MVP, only 30 will make the cut and play on Sunday.
That's ruthless. Imagine if it was so close that like 30th was only like 10 off the lead or like 8 off the lead, and they just like couldn't even play the last day.
It's brutal. I love it.
That is crazy.
Like that's got to be the toughest cut to ever make in disc golf
Yeah, I
history.
said, my Brody, I'd be shaking right now. That's
Top
a very
30?
hard, that's a very hard cut. That's unfortunate for like guys that are gonna have a missed cut stat, and it's like, well,
Now, who tracks a missed cut stat?
everybody when Paul missed a cut tracked that stat.
Well, yeah, but it's because Paul missed one cut. Like, how many cuts has Matty O missed this year?
Maybe 0.
But
Probably
I don't
0.
know. I'm asking you.
But
'cause
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
know.
like, they
that's
will-
not a stat that's really heavily tracked in disc golf.
All right.
Am I wrong?
I'm just saying, like 10 years from now, like maybe it will be more heavily tracked, and like it's a tough one, man. If you have like a crazy streak for like not missing a cut, or it might be ruined. That's a brutal cut. I like it. That's fun.
I could see missing cash at this event.
It's not like a super important
Missing
cut.
cash would be, I think, what you're talking about.
It probably goes kind of hand in hand.
It does here because 40% of 76 is probably about 30. So if you're outside top 30,
Math.
you're missing cash.
Math.
That's crazy. You finished 31st at a Pro Tour event, you miss cash. I love it. That's incredible.
I wonder if the payouts going to be super high.
I don't know. All right, well, that's the banter. If you didn't like social media, why the heck are you still here? That's all we talked about.
We just told you how to win at YouTube.
I stopped recording.
Go make a SpongeBob tutorial
Go make
as
away.
you're looking at a black screen. All right, everyone make a pig noise. 3, 2, 1.
I for real stopped.
Oink.
It's still recording on the audio.
Oink.